I don't have to think too heavy, I can remember. The city centers hella cold in the December. The roads that I'm from will turn you to a contender. I'm a John Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pacquiao. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to let me put my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting patted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1. Become your rivals, you know the hustle paid. You know you took your lemons and turn them to lemonade. I'm from money where the police are getting with. And that's a true story, that's not something you just say. Undisputed, we're the undisputed ones. We want it to be gangster, yeah, we want it to be dons. We end up in the can and I don't mean a Rubicon. I've always been a champion, I've done this on my ones. I've been running up hills, I've been banging out weights. I've been beating up the heavy bag, I'm training every day. Had to fight for these mills, had to lose a couple mates. Sacrifice after sacrifice, that's the only way. Undisputed, they thought that I could do this. I said I'd be a legend, they all thought I was deluded. The pain's deep rooted, the game's diluted. These rappers aren't gangster, they're all capping in their music. In my soul I can feel it, in my soul I can feel it. There's always been a deeper meaning, I wrestle with my demons. I wrestle with my demons. The road's always been appealing, there was holes in my sneakers. There was holes in my sneakers. I had to go and get that beat and I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know what I'm feeling. I just know that I'm in deep. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks with me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city, war with me. That's war with the 6-1.
Conor the Destroyer Ben, one of the most exciting and electrifying fighters in the world.
This bout is...
These two have certainly talked. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. That jab misses. Jab doesn't quite connect. The straight right just misses. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And look in that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They're elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be... careful, though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. He misses with that jab. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because...
Crawford got hit hard, and down he goes. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4. Now we continue.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen now, it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, right, freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Every time they throw a shot, they get count. Crawford is dazed. Saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Whoa, wait a minute. Crawford in trouble. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is good. On to the third. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Right hook just missed. Nice stop, but that won't score. Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Counter punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Fight has a real good flow to it. Tried to score with that hook, but missed. It's obvious who the bigger, stronger fighter is. Let's see if they use it to their advantage.
You've got to make your point.
Whoa, Johnny! And that big shot just rattled his cage. Ben has no idea where he is right now. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round. And there's the bell to start round 4. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And that hook misses. We wanted action, and they are delivering. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. And Ben just got rocked. He just got rocked big time. He's seeing stars, but can he stay on his feet? A much better game plan here.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
Those 1-2 straight.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Misses with the jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Don't forget that. Listen, you've switched off what you're doing.
Let's start the 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Not so rigid anymore with the stance. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Perfect counter lands. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Fight that round.
And there's the bell to start round 7. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Can't land that jab. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Perfect counter lands. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Shot rattles his cage. Connor Ben right now. Will he go? Down goes Ben. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed.
Can make or break a fighter.
And there's the bell for round 8. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Believe what we're seeing. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tail. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Crawford's legs are all over the place. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym. There's the bell to start round 9. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
It's bombs away. Beautiful counter punch. Can't score with that jab. A lot of effort being exerted here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Mistakes and you're switching off. Beautiful.
That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there.
Into this, you're better than this.
This is the 10th. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Stamina is off the charts. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Missing with that jab. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape. This is the 11th we've entered the championship rounds. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Misses with the jab. Holding nothing back here in the round. Swing and a miss with that hook. There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What are you seeing?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your box.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right.
And there's the bell to start round 12. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
He missed with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good arm positioning, blocking that hook. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Oh, what a shot! Ben in some serious trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him rattled like this before. Down goes Ben. Lincoln, you miss a good thing we can watch that all over again.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Final 10 seconds here, unless something major happens. I think we all know who won that one. As you know, in boxing, the judging can go all over the place, and that's kind of what we got here, a split decision victory.
It could have gone either way, and it's hard, you know, you're going to have people arguing, the fans for one and the fans for the other, and say our fighter won. Split decision was fair. Down to the T, down to the wire. These guys put it on the line. Split decision is fair.